Hi everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. Today, I want to talk about a topic that might seem lighthearted at first, but actually carries more weight than we often realize. Teasing people for being bold, especially in the workplace. Now, let me be very clear from the beginning. This episode is not about making fun of people who are bold. In fact, it's the opposite. It's about why mocking someone's physical appearance, even as a joke, can be deeply harmful, and why we need to think twice before we laugh along. When I was working in Japan, I often saw older male coworkers get teased for their bald heads. Sometimes it happened in meetings, sometimes during lunch breaks, sometimes even in front of clients. The teasing usually came from colleagues or managers, and it was often played off as harmless, light humor. Things like calling someone shiny or chrome dome with a big laugh. And the person being teased, well, they usually smiled. They went along with it. But I could sense that not everyone was actually okay with it. Later, I worked in a Japanese company abroad. Same pattern. A Japanese colleague who was bold got teased regularly by other Japanese staff. Again, they all laughed, but the laughter felt forced. In Japan, teasing or ijiri is often seen as a form of bonding. People say, "We tease you because we like you," but here's the problem. That logic only works if both people feel safe. If the person being teased doesn't actually enjoy it, but just laughs along to avoid conflict, then it's not really friendship, it's pressure. And when it comes to something as personal as appearance, especially hair loss, which many people are sensitive about, we have to be careful. You might think, come on, it's just a joke. But let's ask a serious question. If we constantly turn one person's body into a source of laughter, what does that do to their self-esteem? They might start to feel ashamed of something they can control, and over time, that can hurt their mental health. Even worse, it creates a workplace where people feel like they have to hide their discomfort just to fit in. Think about it this way. Most of us wouldn't joke about someone's race, sexuality, or disability at work, right? We've learned that those things are off limits. So, why do we still think it's okay to make fun of someone's boldness? It's still part of someone's identity, and it's just as real. So, what can we do? First, if you are someone who jokes about appearance, ask yourself why. Is it really funny, or is it just easy? Second, if you are someone who is being on the receiving end, know that you don't have to accept it. You deserve respect no matter how you look. And third, as coworkers, let's build a culture where we value people for who they are, not for how much hair they have. Mocking baldness or any physical feature might seem harmless, but it can hurt in ways that don't always show on the surface. Let's not wait until someone breaks down or quits their job before we realize dignity matters. Thank you for listening. If this episode makes you think, please consider sharing it with a friend or coworker. Let's create more respectful workplaces together. Take care and see you in the next episode.